Ed Friedland, the Bass Whisperer, here once again for Guitar World magazine. This time we're looking at the Henman-Bevilacqua B4 bass. Henman-Bevilacqua is a new company to the instrument building world, although head luthier Scotty Bevilacqua worked for many years with a man named Dave Bunker, who was responsible for many of the innovations found in the Ibanez ATK bass, PBC basses, and Trekker basses. Take a close look at the Henman-Bevilacqua B4 bass. Body is a solid piece of Honduran mahogany with a very beautiful yet understated flame maple top. Here we can see their sort of proprietary individual through the body string bridge. Each string gets its own bridge. They're separate, they come up through the body and they meet together on the back of the instrument. The individual bridge saddles are joined together in this base plate on the back of the instrument. And here you can see those are the Allen screws that allow you for bridge height adjustment. The design team over at Henbev deliberately set out to create an instrument with a sort of minimalist elegance. On the surface, it doesn't look all that different than many other instruments, but there's quite a few interesting technological things going on with it that separate it from other instruments. One of them is the tension-free neck design. Instead of a traditional truss rod, the neck has a 3/8 inch cold-rolled steel square truss bar embedded in it, and in such a way that the string tension goes to the steel bar and not to the wood. The wood on the neck stays uncompressed from the string tension, allowing it to vibrate more freely. One thing I'll say is it certainly does have a lot of sustain. Check this out. What's interesting is that the fundamental doesn't really die away. It's still going. Hey, somebody get me a sandwich, will ya? Alright, this could take all day. Here we see the neck bolts. Now the four on the outside are the ones that actually hold the bass together, the neck and the body, whereas this little fella here is just a cover for the truss rod adjustment access. Even though the tension-free neck design isn't a traditional type of truss rod, it's still adjustable through this hole with an Allen wrench. The instrument comes equipped with EMG HZ passive humbuckers, which gives it a real hi-fi sound, but no batteries required. The control panel is a very simple volume tone arrangement. A nice touch is the knobs are hand machined aluminum. In spite of its fairly traditional look, the instrument has a very modern, bright, ringy tone to it. Here's a little sample of the slap. That's both pickups up. We'll go to the front pickup. Now just the back pickup. Very bright, very present. You can warm it up. I'm going to switch to the tube channel. Both. Now just the front pickup. B4 also has a recessed input jack, which keeps the profile of the instrument streamlined. However, you might find it's a little bit problematic if you're using right angle plugs. Here's a sample of the fingerstyle tone, solid state channel, everything flat, wide open. I'm going to go to just the front pickup. Now just the bridge pickup. Again, you can warm up the tone quite a bit with a tube channel. Here's the tube channel on the Gensbens. Now both pickups. Now just the bridge. Here's a close-up of the Henman-Bevilacqua headstock. Kind of a unique shape, sort of paddle-like. It has a matching flame maple cap, just like the body, very understated in that brown stain. And if you look at the side of it, you notice that it's actually a very slim headstock. Here are the Spurzel locking tuners. That little wheel on the back is what you use to lock the string in. You thread the string through the hole on the gear. Tighten it up with that thumb wheel on the back. On the tuning gears, the thumb wheels are handmade by Bevilacqua out of aluminum with a clear coat finish, and they emboss their HB logo into them. B4 also gets a cool pick tone. Now let's warm that up with the tube channel. I've just dialed in a little distortion on the tube channel. Let's hear how the Hen-Bev sounds with some saturation on it. One interesting result of having each string with its own individual bridge piece is that the vibration of the strings they're separate, and so they don't interfere with each other, which is something I think you notice a lot when you're playing power chords with some distortion. Check this out. Even in the very low ranges, you can still hear the individual notes very clearly. Well, there you go, the Henman-Bevilacqua B4 bass.